What's going on, fam? It's King David checking in once again. And today I'm here to talk to you about indecisiveness. Basically, being indecisive is not knowing what you want to do, right? You go to a menu at a restaurant, you got 20 items, and you sitting there for an hour and a half figuring out what you want to eat. You being indecisive. You go to a car lot, you like this car, and you like this car, and you like this car, but you just don't know which car you want. You know, you being indecisive. You don't know what you want to do. So, in light of recent events with myself and conversations I've had with a friend, I would like to give you my thoughts and perspective on being indecisive. So, now, man is the head of the household. You know, the man follows God. You know what I'm saying? Man's the head of the household. Woman follows man like man follows Christ. So I'm going to start with the men. Men, I feel like men being indecisive causes them to mostly lose out on great life opportunities. Because it is your job as a man to take care of your family. It's your job to provide for your family. It's your job to work 4 jobs if you need to make sure that family is straight. Okay? Even if you don't have a family, you still need to have that type of mindset in order to prepare you to have a family. You can't just jump off into a relationship and you don't have a relationship mindset. You can't have a family. You don't have a family mindset. You can't be a husband and you don't have a husband mindset. So I feel like being a man, you do not have the right to be indecisive about your life decisions, because your life decisions will cause you to lose out on great opportunities. You have this job over here. It's cool. It's cool, you know. But someone offer you a better job. That might cause for you to move out of state. So you might have to pack up your whole family. Yes, you should talk to your wife. You should talk to your gal, fiance, whatever, about what do you think that I should do. But ultimately, it's your decision because you are the man. You are the leader. Look, babe, we're going to take this job. We're going to not take this job because I feel like this is the best opportunity for A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And your woman should roll with it. But when you make those decisions, you have to make those decisions based off of what's best for your family. You got a wife, you got a kid, 2, 16, it don't fucking matter. You got kids, you got a family, you got car payments, you got this and you got that. So you got to make a decision and you got to stand on it. You can't be wavering. The man is supposed to be the rock. It's supposed to be the foundation of a relationship. Without a house having a strong foundation, the house will crumble. The man is the foundation of the house. The woman is the house itself. The woman provides the heat, the air, the food, all of that, the house. You know what I'm saying? The electricity. The woman is the house. But the man is the foundation. Without the foundation in the house, the woman cannot stand. So you have to make important life decisions. And you can't be indecisive about what you want to do. You really can't. Prime example. Home girl of mine and her dude, whatever. Situation occurs a couple different times. She needs some money. Now, she work, handle her business. She don't never ask for no money. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But her dude sitting there trying to figure out whether he want to give her the money or not. Either that or he just not thinking about it. But then if somebody else was to give her the money, you'd be mad. Right? So it'd be like, if you don't do it, another nigga will. If you're not eating the pussy, another nigga will. If you're not beating it up like you're supposed to be beating it up, another nigga will. And, you know, I understand that there's other things that's takes priority. But as a man, talking to you as a man, if I have to forego paying one of my bills so my gal is straight, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. I will forego eating if that means making sure my wife and kids is straight. Now, like I say, I don't have a wife or kids. But if I had one, if I have to forego eating, or if I have to forego this, or if I have to not do this in order to give you some money, as long as I got money to get back and forth to work, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Got food in the house, we cool. But them the hard decisions that you have to make as a man. And that is why the man cannot be weak. I feel like an indecisive man is a weak man. Because you don't know what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to go, when you want to do this, when you want to do that. Make a decision and stand on it. We going to my mother's house for Christmas. That's final. It's not for the change. I mean, yeah, shit happens. But if nothing goes wrong, that's the decision we sticking with. If we say we're going to buy a house in 3 years, we're going to save money and we're going to scrimp and we're going to, hustle up some extra dollars so we can buy a house in 3 years. Your wife your wife needs reassurance. Women can kind of be indecisive, but we'll get on them in a minute. But the woman looks to you to lead her. And she will ask you, babe, are we still buying this house? Yes. Keep saving your money. It's up to you to be the solid rock on which she stands. You know what I'm saying? You hit a rock, it's hard. It's solid. You can't punch through no rock. You can punch through drywall, maybe a wooden board, but you cannot punch through a rock. As far as I know, it is physically impossible. But you got to make a decision. You got to stand on it as a man. Now, with that being said, also, you will lose a good woman being indecisive. If you are with a good woman for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, however long it is, if you with this woman and you don't know whether you want to marry her or not, you're being indecisive. And then you will lose that woman. Most women will not give you an ultimatum. Some will stay, some will go, but most of them will not give you an ultimatum. Look, nigga, you got X amount of days, you got till this time to figure out what you want to do. If not, I'm gone. And a lot of times, the indecisive man will be left alone because he can't figure out whether he want to marry the woman or not. And that's just being stupid, because if everything's good, everything's wonderful, you haven't had any problems, marry the woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't dwell on it. Do it. Take action. A man is a person of action. That's why our bodies are, 30% bigger? I don't know the stats, family. I think it's 30% larger than a woman's. It's your job to hunt, to kill, to carve up that meat and serve it to your wife so she can throw it on the fire. That's your job, to bust your butt and make sure that your house is straight. If you living on an island or you living somewhere and you got to build you a hut, y'all seen what's that Naked and Afraid show? Y'all seen that Naked and Afraid show? Usually it is the man who is building the hut so that they can sleep in it. It's the woman who will gather the materials and or go look for food, build a fire, do whatever. But it is the man's job to make sure that everything is straight. You got to lead. A man is a leader. A man is not a follower. I repeat, a man is a leader, not a follower. You must lead. It is your job to lead your wife, your children. It is your job to lead in your church, whether that be your mosque, your church, your synagogue, your place of worship. It's your job to lead. It's your job to be a leader in the community for the next generation. It's your job. I'm not saying women can't lead, but it's your job. God put you here first for a reason, so you could be in charge. But what are we doing? We still out here twiddling our thumb. Well, I think I want to marry her. I think I want to do this. I think I want to do that. And you're going to lose out on great opportunities like that, family. And so we done on the men. Now let's get to the women. Women can afford to be indecisive on some things. Women are naturally more indecisive because they're emotional. They think with their emotions, whereas a man thinks with his mind, a woman thinks with her heart. A woman goes off of how she feels. That's why when you show up to the house, ding bong, I'm coming, answer the phone. I'm like, answer the door. And you answer the door, oh, she'll be ready in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. She's still upstairs figuring out which dress she want to wear. She got 15 dresses on the bed. They tried all of them on at least 3-4 times, and she still don't know what she want to wear. Women do that type of shit. You can afford to be indecisive. It's okay. We understand. However, when it comes to your life decisions, women cannot afford to be indecisive either. Because you will make a wrong decision. The old heads used to have this saying, go with your first mind. Go with your first mind. But women will lose out on a good man being indecisive. Men will lose out on great opportunities. Some will lose out on good women. Women will lose out on great men first, and then great opportunities second. How many of you women want to put a square peg into a round hole? You know this thug ass nigga's no good for you. I'm not saying thug niggas can't be sweet and nice and all this other stuff, but I'm talking about you got these raggedy ass thug niggas. Probably got some good ass penis game. He putting it on you. And you like, well, he beats me, but it's not that bad. You know, he really loves me. That shit I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Or you got a dude been your friend for the longest. He been beside you. He didn't have, okay, yeah, you didn't have girlfriend, you didn't have boyfriend. He always been beside you. He always try to say, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want you. You know what I'm saying? I'm your friend, but I want you. I want to be your lover. I want to be your best friend. I want to be your man. And you be sitting there like, well, I don't know. You know, you're like a friend to me. You're like a brother. Well, that's exactly how that nigga should be for you. He should be your best friend. He should be like your family. But then, when you get tired of the thug ass niggas, by the time you 35, 40, you just now tired of the thug ass niggas. You trying to decide what you want to do, and then it's too late. All the good men is gone. Your best friend who wanted you, he got somebody. He done moved on with his life. You the only one still stuck in the sand. You know what I'm saying? My situation with my girlfriend, I love her. Well, ex-girlfriend, as a matter of fact. I love her. I want the best for her. She knows what she needs to do. She knows what she wants to do. But her being indecisive and those folk who are putting outside negativity into her is causing her to second guess herself. To say, well, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I want. That's bullshit. If you listen to this, Kim, if you watch this video, you know who you are. You know what you want. You know what you got to do. You just don't want to do it because you're too afraid to let them people think and talk about you behind your back. Well, let me tell you something. They're going to do it anyways. If you there, they're going to talk about you. If you gone, they're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you anyways. But you done lost out on a real one because you want to be indecisive about some straight bullshit. Letting too many outside influence you. Now, when I say men lose out on opportunities first, women second, women relationships first, opportunities second. So let me break it down to you, family. She lived in a small town. There's no opportunities. There's no jobs. There's no nothing going on unless you picking cotton for the white man. The plan was for her to move to St. Louis. We was going to get a place together. St. Louis is not the biggest city. It ain't like Chicago. It ain't like L.A., New York, whatever. But St. Louis is a big enough city for you to do what you need to do. There's more jobs out here, especially for what she was trying to do. There's more opportunities out here. So not only did she lose a good man, she lost out on opportunities because she's being indecisive. That could change. It could not change. That's not up to me. We're no longer together. I wish her the best. But it's that shit that caused her to lose out on a real situation. God blessed her. She blessed me. He brought us together after 11 years. Everything was perfect. Everything was good. And then here you go. Fucking up. But it's cool. I'm not mad. I'm just going to do me. I'll move on. Hey, it is what it is. But like I say, family, being indecisive will be the death of you. When I just got finished talking about in my last video, being in hell, being indecisive will cause you to be in a living hell if you cannot make one decision and stand on it. Stand on that decision, right, wrong, or indifferent. If you decide to take the left at the fork in the road, make that decision. Keep going down that road until some shit happens. Because you never know. You never know. The right side of the fork may be good for the first 40 miles. And then after that, it's wasteland. The left side of the path may be all wasteland until you go so far, and it's oasis from there on out. That's what I'm saying, fam. Don't be indecisive. Know what you want to do. Figure out who you want to do, who you want to be with. Make a decision. Stick with it. That doesn't mean you shouldn't ask for outside counsel. That doesn't mean you shouldn't seek guidance. But at the end of the day, the decision is up to you. And you are the only one that's got to live with those decisions. So you need to make a decision for what's best for you and your life. And don't let other folk tell you what's best for you in your life. And that's all I got to say, fam. I got to get up out of here. I didn't mean to do a 20-minute video, but I got to get ready to get to work. Put this little punk-ass work shirt on. You know what I'm saying? I got another video I'm finna do pretty soon. Actually, probably tonight when I get off of work. About the coons. The coons, the coons, the coons, the Sambos. The traitors. Not Uncle Tom, because Uncle Tom is a hero. Sambo. Coon. You know what I'm saying? Toby. Your Tommy Sotomayor's. Your Don Lemons. Your Stephen A. Smith. Y'all know about Stephen A. Smith. Y'all know about Stephen A. Smith. I ain't got to say nothing on this video. Y'all know about Stephen A. Smith and people like that. So my next video is going to be about the coons and how they are detrimental to the black community. So with all that being said, I am King David. And you can reach me at youtube.com/C/King David 314, Google Plus King David 314. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, Fly Till I Die, FLYTILLDIEE. I'm out of this. Peace.